Yeah, hello, and welcome back finally to Garden Life, where there's a couple of exciting things happening. Because if you're coming to this from the last video, you will know that I lost my save on Garden Life Simulator. And so I've spent all of this time trying to get it back to where it was so we could continue and unlock the final part of the garden. I am pretty much there now. I'm just about to open the bridge. That was kind of the last thing I did. I put some plants in, but that will only take us a few moments, hopefully, to put that back in place. So I thought this would be the perfect moment to come back because, as well as that, there's been a new update. Yesterday, update 1.5 came out, and the reason we're starting on the main menu screen is because actually this in the bottom right corner is part of the update. So we're now going to get this new message system, which is cute. It looks like a little envelope, and it's going to tell us about any news that's coming out. I guess future patches, things that have been added. They have recently run a couple of social media competitions as well for screenshots. I'm not sure whether they'll share that on here, but it would be cool if they did. Maybe post the winner or something on there. Maybe slightly too high effort for that, but it would be nice to see that. Okay, so there are other important things in the update, but let's actually get in here. Breaking news. A Haylien spaceship has landed, and you're all invited to join me there over on Discord. We have a new server, and I can't wait to meet you all and get to know you all a bit better.
Report suspicious activities and call 911.
Probably the most important and definitely for me most exciting feature of this new update is that there is now a backup save system. So obviously this is something that people have been concerned about, and finally, even if we do lose it, it's going to be fine because there is going to be a copy of all of the save files in the folders. They posted also to say that there's nothing you need to do, that just runs in the background. So that's going to be much better. And I feel a lot better about doing all of this stuff now. You can see that we just spent a lot of money on the bridge repair, for example. I feel a lot better about doing all of this and knowing that I'm not going to lose it again, because that would have been so sad after it happened the first time. So you've got that backup system. There's also a plant limit increase option, which apparently they didn't implement before because the plant limit was there to try to help people's systems. Obviously, everyone's got different systems, and it might just make the game run terribly if you had just an unlimited number of plants in here. But there is going to be an optional increase if you do have a really good system. Might not be for me on this current system, but I might be able to increase it a little bit. Maybe. We'll see. One of the other exciting things that they've added is this. Flower storage. So you can see I've got just one thing in here because I wanted to try this out yesterday. But you can just put your cut flowers in here. So if I put those white hellebore in here, and instead of them all just stacking up in there, they're just going to appear on this. I don't actually want white hellebore in there though, so I'm going to take those out. But the other thing that's quite exciting is not visible immediately in the shed. It's this. And here you can see we now have a sort button, and I've already sorted these, but look how organized it is. My daffodils are together, my hellebores together, and again, this is something that I said actually almost the first time we played this, I think, that it just started to get so kind of chaotic, trying to find like a yellow hellebore that was on page 3, but all of the other hellebores you found earlier are on page 1, and it made everything kind of just hard to find. It was more of a pain than it needed to be. So we do have the sort button. You do this. See? It just shakes the drawer up and then everything's in its correct place. So that's fun. As well as that, when we're taking stuff out of here, and I didn't mention this before because I felt like it was kind of I don't know, like I was being picky, but I actually did find it quite annoying that you could only either take the entire stack, so like 23 daffodil seeds, for example, or you can hold down the right mouse button to transfer one single one. So before, you could literally just do that each time. So I'd have to hold the mouse button down again now to get one more daffodil, like this. And that was really time consuming. So I kind of usually just sold the whole stack or very occasionally took more than I needed. But now, if you just hold down the right mouse button, it's just going to do this. Right? So we can just take as many as we want. Actually, let's sell some of those. Because we don't actually need that many daffodil seeds. We'll leave 10 in there. And we'll also take some of these with us, I think. See how much better that is? And let's put these away. Let's be organized while we're at it. So as you could see when I went to the notice board, this has now been paid for. So that should be happening tomorrow in game time. But we actually do need to go to Leslie's because I need to buy stuff. And we also are going to need some money because I need to get all of the seeds that I had for over there. Look how nicely these are growing, by the way, as well. And that's not it for the updates either. You'll see when we get to Leslie's. If you haven't seen anything to do with the update, this is also an exciting one. Let's get rid of my quick growth fertilizer. And make some jasmine bouquets that we can sell while we're at Leslie's. So one of a small one, just to mention while we're doing this, they have implemented another update for climbing plants, which is apparently just another fix. I hadn't really had any issues with mine since the previous fix, but I think it was probably just because it wasn't really, what's the right word here? Because it wasn't bad. It was just, it wasn't really like continuous. It was a bit unpredictable still, the growth of the climbing flowers. So like sometimes you would have tons, sometimes it would grow, but not particularly well. Okay, we're going to take a load of these. Let's take some of these too. And I don't want to do too much of this. You will see why when we get to Leslie's. We need some stuff to take with us as we're going. Okay, to Leslie's. We need the seeds that we planted on the other side of the bridge, ready for tomorrow.
She's in no mood today.
And I planted white hydrangeas. I actually had a few of these. For now, I'm going to take, I think, can I afford to get 6? Yeah, let's take 6 of them, because I think that's actually how many I had to begin with. I also had Fatsia, or again, I don't know if that's how you say that. I really should just look that up. And I had a blue lilac as well. Now, we did have morning glory, I think, on the archway. I think we had a morning glory and a clematis, one on either side. So I'm going to take one each of these. Exciting news for the update. Look, snips, a new tool. So now, instead of just using the secateurs on the flowers, which just cuts everything, and actually, if you were one of the people in the live stream, we talked about this when I was trying to cut loads of roses. You kind of either cut from the bottom or try to cut from the bottom with the secateurs of the plant so that it's quicker. Otherwise, if you're trying to kind of get flowers from particular places, you're often just cutting leaves. It's actually really hard to specifically get what you need. But now with snips, as it says in the description, sometimes in life you should stop and smell the flowers, and sometimes you should just snip all of them. Now, easier than ever before with the snips. Important usage note, do not run with these either. So yeah, basically scissors, and you're just going to be able to click with these, and they're going to cut off all of the flowers of one plant. So you don't have to cut it down to the ground so it looks kind of ugly. You don't have to like try to chop it in a particular way so that it doesn't look like it's a weird shape. You can just specifically cut the flowers. So that is something that we're going to go for. I've just noticed there's a sprinkler system there, and I actually don't know whether this is new or whether I just didn't notice it before. I think maybe I just didn't notice it because it wasn't in the update notes. Okay, white hydrangeas discovered. Let's go and end the day. Day 19, and it's a sunny day. We've got post. It is Leslie. She wants 12 red rose cuttings and 12 yellow sunflower cuttings. Now, actually, maybe somebody who's watched the earlier videos can also remind me of this. But since I've been doing the garden again, this is the third time I've had the same request from Leslie. And I don't think that happened before.
I'm glad that whoever originally built the garden
Yay.
decided to build over the stream instead of... How many times
Yes.
can you say you've seen it? At some point...
Thank you, Robin. I'm sorry to interrupt you, but we've actually already heard you say this. Okay, so this is where we were before. Now, you might remember what I'd basically done previously was put hydrangeas around here, which we are going to do again. And then I kind of just planted random flowers, small flowers, taller ones at the back, smaller ones at the front, along here, with the idea that there would be a kind of pathway with just like either side flowers and flowers. I'm going to do that slightly differently this time. This is part of the reason that I wanted to start recording for this part, because up to now I've attempted to at least create this as close as I could get it to what it was previously. There are a couple of differences. So if you look back at the old videos, you'll notice that these aren't the trellises that I had. I honestly can't find the trellises that I had. I can't remember where they were or how I got them. I don't know if they were from, well, they must have been from Leslie's because I can't make them. But because they were smaller ones, I also had like them coming out of here with a couple of little ones. So that's a slight change. But everything else, like the placement of the plants and everything, that I've tried to keep it the same. But here we are going to do something slightly different. So we're going to start off by planting the hydrangeas. And I just kind of put those along here. Like that. And then the lilac was just kind of next to them here, I think. And again, that's, well, whether it was or not, that's what we're doing this time. Because I think lilac's going to look nice over here next to the hydrangeas. The lilac should get quite tall as well, so I'm going to put it about there. Right. Now I'm going to just let those do their thing so that we've got more of an idea of space. Let's water everything and collect the seeds up before I destroy this by trying to find it. Oh no, actually there's space. Maybe I don't need to move the poppy. Oh, I should, shouldn't I? I should move the poppy. That's kind of in the way. Just be like here. Okay. Let's have Morning Glory on this side, I think. So Morning Glory in here to climb up on that side. Just watering the trellis then. And purple clematis. Oh, pink clematis, sorry, on this side. I think there was something here. I'm having sudden flashback to watering something that was here, and I'm fairly sure there used to be something there. Okay, now for Marcus here, and this is one of the reasons that it's different over on this side. You might have noticed I've got a lot of green hellebore growing, and that is because of that Marcus quest. He needs 25 green hellebore just to be growing over here. We don't need to pick them, we just need to grow them. So let's just quickly do these couple of things, and then we'll go sell some more stuff at Leslie's. Because I need the money. We need the money to complete that side of the garden. But that's not actually going to be the priority. Priority is going to be clearing this. Because this was our priority the last time we played on the old save. Right, sorting time. You can see the magic of the sorting drawer in action when I put all of the seeds in here. Maybe in a future update we could have a store all seeds button that just puts all of the seeds over here. One of the other things that I did realise as I was doing this for the second time was that obviously when you get new seeds, like new coloured seeds, when the purple glowy thing comes up and you collect the seed, it tells you you've got a new colour. That is random. So obviously as I was playing this, I wasn't getting the same colour options that I was getting the first time. So there are actually some that I had before that I just don't have anymore because I haven't picked them up yet. But similarly, there are some that I do have that I didn't have before. So if you notice that there is something missing and it's a flower colour, that might be why. But hopefully we'll get some more luck on some of them. We do actually need amaryllis. I've just remembered there should be some in there. So 3, 4 amaryllis we need in those. And the bridge repair is... Not bridge repair, sorry. The rubble removal is 7,000. This is also different. I don't think I had this one before. The Greek fence option. I had a brick wall one, but not a Greek fence one. We need 7,000 for that. We need 1,500 for snips. Also, it seems kind of mean that almost all of the tools are free, but not the new thing, not the snips. So I'm going to have to save up for that. So let me tell you my plan, or at least approximately my plan. So we've got this over here, which is going to be nice and surrounded by hydrangeas. And then instead of having this kind of walkway surrounded by flowers here, I'm more going to do like a circle area over here, which is why we want the big pink bleeding hearts. So I need to move some of these stones out of the way. And then we're going to put these around in kind of like a semicircle. Kind of like that. Okay. Let's water them in and wait and see how this turns out. I might need to move them a tiny bit. That will do for now. We'll put our stones in here. I know that some of you who are watching this, you play Garden Life as well. And I kind of, when I was doing this, again, like on my own, just trying to build it back up, one of the things that I kind of missed was looking at people's comments, seeing how yours were going. So if you're watching this and you are still playing the game, please let me know how your garden's going as well. Hopefully your one is still the original garden. You haven't had to completely restart it. If you've got any tips for money making as well, as you can tell, I need to make quite a lot. I'm potentially quite a small amount of time. We've got peonies and I need amaryllis. Right, and I had the amaryllis just growing in between these, so we'll do that again. How are we doing for time? We are actually about to run out of time. I was going to go on a quick trip back to Leslie's, but since the day is about to run out, I think I'm going to slightly change. I'm going to do what I was going to do now tomorrow, in-game tomorrow, and put the other part of my plan into action over here because I want some more roses at the back, but not the red ones because we've got loads of those. See, at the moment, I've only got red and pink, which was not the case when I was at this point last time. Last time I had purple, I had black, I had yellow. But right now all we've got is pink. And pink is going to look nice anyway behind the bleeding heart, so that's fine. We'll put different colours in once we've got them. Hopefully purple ones. And then once these have grown a bit and we've got slightly more of an idea of the position of them, there are going to be some smaller flowers growing around them. Getting quite dark, but before we go for the day, let's collect some stuff up that we can just take straight to Leslie's and sell. To bed and to Leslie's. And another new day with more posts. What have I got today? This is something else actually that's happened to me since I restarted a new game. I don't know whether this is something that did come in the update. It's not something I noticed, the last one that is. But I don't think I had any requests just to grow things in the garden. I had requests for seeds, but yeah, this is the second one now. Have white daffodils 30. Would you be able to grow some white daffodils to keep in the garden for a little while for me, please? I just want something to remind me of home. They used to grow in the small plant beds on my estate. It would be nice to see them again. Oh, Leslie must be quite rich on her estate. Let's collect up our seeds and do some watering. Get rid of the flies. I do realise that it's been a really long time as well since we had our last Garden Life video, and I'm really sorry for that. It was kind of a couple of things. Obviously, the thing that delayed it partly was losing my save, but we would have been back to this a lot faster. It just happened to coincide with a time of the year that was super busy at work for me. So gaming had to go to one side. I didn't really have a lot of time for doing anything relaxing. I was just kind of getting to the end of the day exhausted and like just about having maybe a bit of time to relax, read a book or a couple of pages of a book before bed. The Morning Glory looks really pretty. That did not do that well last time. I actually think we could probably get a couple on each side for that. So yeah, it's nice to have a little bit more relaxing time. These bleeding hearts have gone a bit crazy, haven't they? I mean, they are bushy, which is what I want, but that one's kind of eating the rose, which I was not expecting. You know what? I'm rethinking my plan. Put that there for a second. How about yeah, I like that. A mix of pink roses and bleeding hearts. I'm going to have too many bleeding hearts now. And not enough pink roses. Do I have any more pink rose seeds? I'm not going to, am I? I didn't put any in there yesterday. No, we're going to have to wait. Hey, cat. But yeah, I like that more. The bleeding hearts just... They're very pretty. I love these in real life, bleeding hearts. But yeah, they look a bit too chaotic for what I wanted over here. Look at this. Look how lovely the lilac is growing. I don't know why that piece has fallen over. Yeah, that's really nice. And I like that by the hydrangeas too. I might even... I realise I'm changing all my plans now. But don't you think it would be pretty if we had like hydrangea lilac in between? Maybe? I do really like hydrangeas too. This is also something that I actually have a few in my garden. Okay, but let's just quickly finish this watering and then go sell some stuff, make some money. Though Jasmine's really getting attacked by flies today. One of the good things that you might be missing from the last garden is my selection of pest removal spray cans, empty ones. I almost don't want to admit this, but yeah, the first time we played, I didn't realise that you could refill the spray can. So I just got a new one, a new free can from Leslie every time. And so we had just a stack of empty pest removal spray cans in the tool storage. Garden confessions. Okay, Leslie, I would like the new snips. Yes, okay, we have those at least. Let's go try those out. They're also going to help us to make more bouquets, so I feel like it's a good investment. We have snips. We're down to 747 coins. So this is next. 7,000. That's the next goal. And so everything else that's going on that side of the garden is just going to be free. It's going to be from the garden. Seeds that I've picked up. I need to get some better luck with new seeds. I might even take this pink one over there. Yeah, you know what? You're all back now, so I don't need to keep this as precise anymore. You can see what I'm doing. We're going to steal this rose and put it over here. That needs to move again. That one goes here. And then I think that should probably be about it for my semicircle. So that means I've just got 2 extra ones. I could just put them at the edges. Like that. Yeah, okay, perfect. And then it's what goes in the middle. So I would like there to be a pond, a water feature. And there are a couple that I can make in here, the basic pond and the frog pond. There's also this one, Paper Boats Pond. And there is the... I don't know whether I can make it or whether it's only in Leslie's. There's another pond. and I'm not sure which one to go for. And it doesn't actually tell me how big they are, which is kind of a problem. I would like to know how big they are. Yeah, so I'm not sure yet. We'll check Leslie's, but I mean, I need to make the basic pond for all of them anyway, so I need to find another normal rock, and I need quite a lot more normal stone before I do those. What shall we snip first? Let's snip a peony. Yes, that is so much better. Look at that. We're going to be able to make so many rose bouquets. Let's see how many we can make, actually. I got 246 rose cuttings from that. So 1, 2, 3, 4. 4 rose bouquets, and I can make a dark red peony one as well. 2 of those, in fact. Let's go and snip some of those bleeding hearts. How many do I get from these? So 3, 4, 5, 6, 7 gives me 148. So 1, 2, 3, 4, 5. This is too much fun. I'm going to do these ones. So from 6 hydrangeas, I got 405 flowers. 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9, 10, 11, 12, 13, 14, 15, 16, 17. There's a lot. 19, 20. I don't really need to count them like this, do I? And it was the perfect amount too. I now have 25 white hydrangea bouquets. That's amazing. Okay, let's go for the day. I love the snips. The snips are the best thing. No, actually, the stopping me from losing my save is the best thing. The snips are the second best thing. Let's check the post first. Jasmine, and my anniversary is coming up, and I would like to gift her a beautiful bouquet. Do you think you could help me out? Please, it would mean a lot to both of us. And they want 6 dark red peony bouquets. I would be happy to, Marcus. It's going to be easy now that I've got my new snips. And 7,000 florins. Yes, we want to expand our garden. Rubble removal, done. So this really is now not even back to where we were, but further than where we were. We hadn't managed to do this yet last time. So next time in the garden, this is going to be gone. The final area is going to be unlocked, which means that we can get there.
By which I mean,
hello, Frank.
I wish you a good morning. That it is a good morning. That I feel good this morning. And that it is a morning to be good on.
Okay, so I remember this. This is Frank introducing himself as Gandalf. As somebody who made Frank must have liked Gandalf. 50 yellow sunflower cuttings. So this is the part where I have to just cut sunflowers like crazy and grow loads of them. But that I will do that. But more excitingly than that, before Frank interrupted us, next time we will be going over here into that final part of the garden. I'm very excited about that because I haven't seen it. I haven't even looked at anybody else's garden or anything to see what it looks like. It's going to be completely new to me. So I hope that you're going to join me for that. If you want to see what I'm going to do on that side of the garden, which I do have some plans for, hopefully, depending on the shape of the garden, the size of the garden over there, I should be able to. And if you'd like to join me for that, please consider subscribing to the channel, liking the video, and thank you for sticking with me on this, which has been a bit of a bumpy journey so far, but now should be running smoothly, and I'll see you next time in the garden. Bye!